4 hours from now, Irish fans hope to be talking about playing on Saturday. Notre Dame held its final practice before playing in the NCAA Tournament tomorrow in Pittsburgh, and that's where WSBT-22 Sports Director Pete Byrne joins us live from. And Pete, you know, the team has one thing on their mind right now.
Yeah, Rick, and we all know what that is. Greetings from Pittsburgh, by the way. The Irish, as you mentioned, back in the big dance, but the vibe is so much different this year than it was 2 years ago in 2013, the last time they were here, or for that matter, any of the 15 seasons since Mike Bray took over this program. The Irish are tremendously confident heading into their run this year in the NCAA Tournament, and that, of course, is because they're coming off that great run in the ACC Tournament. Notre Dame practiced here today in the Consol Energy Center in Pittsburgh, getting ready for tomorrow's game against Northeastern. As we mentioned, they have already accomplished an awful lot this season, winning the league title, but they also know what they do in this tournament over the next week and maybe more is what everyone will ultimately remember.
It's not going to come easy, man. You know, every team here is either a champion or they had a great season. So, you know, every game is going to be the hardest game you've had. So we just got to continue to work hard. We can't lose sight of the bigger picture, and we got to just take it game by day.
As happy as you are with getting here, it's not about just getting here. Me and Jaron and some of the other guys that are juniors, that we've gotten here, and we haven't, you know, performed up to the ability that we know that we're capable of performing. So I think the ACC tournament was a great help for us. You know, going through a one-and-done atmosphere before getting to this one-and-done atmosphere is something that you know, really helped the younger guys that haven't been in situations like this before.
It's exciting, you know, to be with this team. Just to know that, you know, we can go a long way. You know, the guys are confident and we're ready to play.
Everybody says that and feels that, but after what you did last week, is there a little bit more substance to being able to say that there's a run in us?
Yeah, for sure. You know, we were in tournament mode last week, and we came out with a championship, and we know how that feeling feels, and we definitely want that again.
Yeah, that is no doubt a feeling the Irish will try and replicate here in the NCAA Tournament. It all starts tomorrow at high noon. The Irish are the first game of the day anywhere in the country, and we'll be bringing it to you live right here on WSBT. Of course, we have a lot more to talk about between now and then. When I come back tonight at 6 o'clock, we will visit with former Mishawaka Marion standout Demetrius Jackson, the point guard who has kind of taken control of this team. We'll get his thoughts on what it's going to be like to play in his first ever NCAA tournament. That's when I come back tonight at 6, Rick.
And Pete, I want to ask you real quick, you think about the last 6 tournaments that Notre Dame has qualified for. They went one and done 4 times out of those 6 tournaments. What feels different to them this year? What gives them that confidence this year? They think they can get a couple wins and maybe make the Sweet 16?
I asked that question to several of the older players. Pat Connaughton said, first and foremost, we're just a better team, and everything we've done this year suggests that. This is, of all of Mike Bray's teams that he's taken to the NCAA tournament, only one has been seeded higher than they are this year, a 3 seed, and I think most people think that that 2 seed that they had a couple years ago that went to Chicago underperformed in the tournament. I think they also feel, I mean, you mentioned their confidence from the ACC, but I just think it acts as proof to them that there's something tangible about this team, the way they play offensively and defensively, that they're just not as prone to getting upset by a team that isn't as talented as they are. Again, the proof will be when they take the court tomorrow at noon, and then if they're fortunate enough to advance, when they take the court again on Saturday. But if you look at this team and gauge whether or not they can make it to the second weekend as a real measure of their success, they're going to be the most talented team on the floor regardless of who they play at any point in time this weekend. If they do this weekend what they've done all year long, they should be okay.
They are a red-hot team right now, that is for sure, Pete. We'll see you again tonight at 6 o'clock. Thank you. Well, the big dance starts tomorrow right here on WSBT-22. As Pete just told you, Notre Dame takes on Northeastern at noon. That game is followed by Butler and Texas. Because of those games, we will not have WSBT-22 news at midday or first at 4 tomorrow. Then in the evening, we have Cincinnati and Purdue, and then Kentucky plays Hampton.